Welcome back to my channel, ladies and gents. It's been a long time coming, but finally I've decided to do another video of my loft. I've been so busy recently getting all this work done. More or less completely changed my loft. Some of you probably seen my older videos and you can just compare it to what it was to what it is now. Still a few bits to do in here, but majority of the work's done. Just getting ready for breeding season again. You can see I've got new boxes, 12 boxes there. Put some new perches up, I'm giving it some paint. I've still got some painting to do. I've added this new aviary area here. It's got a pull-out tray as well, grills and pull-out tray, so all the muck goes right through and hopefully a lot easier to clean. And yeah, so this aviary, a lot more air, a lot more visibility for the young birds, especially the young birds. A lot more light coming in, and yeah, I've also reduced the size of the actual breeding loft. Some of you can probably remember I had my nest boxes up against a wall over here. What I've done is I've actually cut through into the shed over on that side that I had added on, and instead of having the partition over on this side of the loft, I made the partition here, and I've added another long kit box. I'll show you the kit box and the birds shortly as well. You can see long corridor along there, vinyl flooring. I've got the flooring down, still need a few more bits to complete this flooring. Boxes up and overs, wider than I had before, plus I've got 12 now, 12 matching boxes with pull-out trays. I'm just waiting for the mesh to dry up. I've just cleaned out the mesh and everything, so just waiting for that to dry, and then hopefully that'll go back in. These get stuck a little bit, but yeah, there we go. I just recently purchased these, actually quite happy with them. But yeah, that's the partition then, sliding door that goes across. One thing I haven't worked out is how I will cover this gap here. Obviously the door slides into it, but when the door's opened, pigeons can get in and stuff, and I don't know, maybe start nesting in there. So that's something I haven't worked out. I just put these perches up, 9 perches up against that wall there. Didn't really have anywhere else to put them. Yeah, that's the aviary, and yeah, I'll show you guys some of the birds that I've bred over the year. Not too many left now, but I will show you guys and just explain what my plan is for the next breeding season. So this is the look of my loft from the outside. You can probably see there's been some changes. This has remained the same, however I've cut a new window here. I've obviously added this quite large aviary with a pull-out drawer. Just got to finish painting that, and then you've probably seen the inside. We've got 12 boxes all against that back wall, boxed off there. Same flooring, partition there, and perches over here. So what I'm going to be doing is today I will be selecting 12 cocks that I'll be breeding off. What I'm going to try and do is just breed from 2 families. It's going to be more like line breeding with one family, and the other family is I've got 3 pairs of that family, so I'm going to try them out and see how I get on with them. So I'll just show you the cocks now. I'll start bringing them in, getting them used to this area of the loft, and get them to start picking their boxes. And what I'll do on the 1st of December, I'll start bringing the hens in, and hopefully they'll have selected, the cocks would have selected their boxes by then, and they won't be fighting over the boxes, and hopefully they'll just pair up. So I'll start bringing the cocks in, and I'll just explain what these cocks are and why I'm breeding off them. So this is the first cock that's come in. He's a 2014 bird. I would think he's my best producing cock. He's got an issue with his wing. He got out one time and ended up getting lost. He was bred by Trevor Slater, and that's who I've had him from. And the reason I'm putting him in is he's always produced good birds. I've got 2 or 3 of his sons that I'm also going to be breeding off. So this is the main cock. So I got him in first, let him select his box. I'll be putting him to a different hen this year. Every year I try and put him to a different hen and see the kind of results that he gives out. And up until now, I have lost quite a few of his young birds, but up until now, whatever I've kept, they've been good birds. So I'm going to give him another try this year, and hopefully he can produce. Again, I've never flown the bird, never flown this cock, but I've flown his sons. I've only got the one daughter from him, I think, possibly, but the majority of his sons I've got, so I'm going to be putting them in the breeder as well. So this is going to be my line breeding, all down to this cock here. Okay, second in line. This is a son of that cock, a yearling bird, flown for 2 years, rolls well. I bred off him last year, and I'll be doing the same again this year. So that's the son. Looks like he's already fitting in. So yeah, and that's the first son of the main cock. And here we go, this is his brother. Almost identical to him actually, both born in the same year. There we go, the fighting starts. Let's just see if I can get a clear video of him. Let me... Yeah, that's him. So another son from that cock there. He's making himself comfortable as well. So 2 brothers and father. And let's get the 4th. Okay, so here's the 4th. This is a grandson actually of that main cock. So 4 members of the same family already. Fighting continues with this middle box. Oh, 3 of them fighting for it now. Yeah, grandson. So these are the 4 cocks that are all linked. Just going to see if I've got another hen that's linked to this family, and yeah, that's this family. So there's going to be 5 pairs linked to this one cock, and now I'll start bringing in some more of the Mason bloodline. So another red cock bird here. This isn't linked directly with this cock, however it's a Mason bloodline. This was bred directly by George Mason. I had it as a young bird from him actually about 2 years ago. So currently a yearling, and this is the 5th cock that's come in to the stock, to the breeding side. I've flown him for 2 years, always performed, so I was happy with him. That's the reason he's come into the breeding side. I don't think I've bred off him last year, so hopefully this is his first year and hopefully he should produce something for me. So yeah, that's 5 in already. Only another 7 to go. Okay, next one in is a red mottle cock. Bred off him last year. bred me two fantastic young birds. Have to admit I did lose one or two from him as well, so wasn't too happy with that. But because of what he produced, I'm going to be giving him another go this year. This bird was also bred directly by George Mason. I bought it as a young bird. I also flew it. It rolled really well, kitted well, and also produced two good birds for me. So that's the reason it's back in the breeding loft this year for another go. A lot of activity over here. Cock number 7, dark blue checker. Again, bred by George Mason. Again, I bought as a young bird. I wouldn't say it's fantastic in the air. However, it's always kitted well, flown well, rolled probably about 10 to 15 foot. So this one's going into the breeder as well, just to extend on that bloodline. He's a little bit shocked at the moment. I'm not quite sure what to expect. I don't think he's been over on this side of the loft before, so he's still quite new to it. Whereas these birds, most of them have, so yeah, he's not quite sure what to do with himself. Oh, cock number 8. 2018 bird. Had this one from Trevor Slater. Bred of him for 2 years. Seems to be doing well, producing fairly good birds. Also watched him rolling, good roller. So he gets another chance in the breeder side. And that bird is from Trevor Slater. And I've had him for about 3 years now. I'm having a tough time right now, but I'm sure he'll pick his box soon. So that's 8 Mason cocks. One more to come. Okay, cock number 10. This one here. These are from the David Challoner family, which go back to the Morris Soul birds. So this is another one that I'm going to be trying out. I have flown this one. Excellent bird, very deep. Really love the depth, the quality of this cock bird. I've never bred from him before, so I'm going to be working with his family of birds also. That's number 10. This is cock number 11, almost identical to the one I've just brought in below him. Again from the David Challoner line of birds, linked back to Morrisol. So again, I've flown this bird as well, fantastic bird in the air. I was really happy with this one performing, kept flying it, even though I was at risk. And now I've decided to breed from it. Lovely looking bird. So yeah, that's the 2 cocks from the David Challoner line that I'm going to be working with this year. I'm not bred off this one either before, so hopefully you can produce something. And here we go, another one from the Dave Challoner line of birds. Flown, but not long enough. But it's a line of birds that we're going to be working with now, a family of birds. So this is the 3rd cock from that line of the family. So all but one in. Just got one more to pick. One of the ones that I bought earlier, I'm not too sure of that one, so I'll just put it to the side. So I've just got one more bird to select. I'm undecided on that. It might be something related to the main cock, which is there. So I've just got to go through my young birds, maybe pick one out from there that's related to this cock and breed a fit. So what I'll be doing is I'll have 9 pairs of the Mason family and 3 pairs of the Challoner family. So as you can see, some of them are getting comfortable with their boxes. Some of them are happy to just perch up there at the moment. And hopefully the hens will be coming in on the 1st of December. So guys, this is day 2 with the cocks selecting their boxes. Looks as though the top boxes are already taken. A few cocks still to pick their box yet. But I just thought I'd quickly let you guys, or just explain why I've decided to work with the David Challoner family. You've got one cock here, one there, and the third one is here. So some of you may know that I travel quite often. Actually, I go to watch quite a few flies and stuff, especially in the Midlands area, Bradford, even down to London and places like that. And over the last year or two, I've spent a lot of time at David Challoner's house, and his birds have really impressed me, to be honest with you. I've took a few friends there as well, and they've really enjoyed his birds. The quality of his birds is just amazing. You know, he's got good depth in them, good speed. So and his birds always seem to, you know, they kit well, they fly the right time, they look like they're easy to manage. And I actually, when I went to see him, he gifted me a few birds, and I've tried them out, and they've always performed well. Like for instance, this cock here and his almost twin there. I flew both of these birds, and both were fantastic in the air. They were rolling about 30 foot, probably even deeper than that. And they stood out in the kits, my kits. So that's the reason, you know, that's one of the main reasons that I've decided to work with this family. Give it a go this year and see how I get on with the young birds. I've got quite a few more of his birds as well. I've got 3 hens, and I've also got a couple of his young birds. So David would probably watch this video. I just want to thank him for all the help that he's given me. The hospitality at his house is always a good joke and a good laugh, and pure entertainment when we go to his house. So thank you, David, and I'm looking forward to breeding some of his young birds. But yeah, that's the cocks in the boxes. And on my next video, what I'll be doing is I'll be showing you my kit birds, what I have left of my young birds, and also what I'll be doing is adding the hens into this side, and hopefully starting to pair up. Guys, thank you for watching, and keep an eye out for my next video.